Here's a look at your tail of the tape for this one. Montana De La Rosa, Tatiana Postarnakova, USA versus Russia. De La Rosa 31, Postarnakova still in her mid-20s. Montana is 1 inch taller and has a 4-inch reach advantage.
It'll be a feeling out process, this, Sean. You can see them just outside of each other's range. Straight away, De La Rosa commits to a low kick, but she was too far out of range. Postarnakova dipped out of the way.
Long layoff away from professional competition for De La Rosa. She does have the experience advantage, as Dan mentioned during the walk, but how much does that matter here, Dan, that she's been away for 2 years?
You know, sometimes a break is really good for a fighter. It allows them to refocus, to remind themselves what they love about the sport. You know, the fact that she's decided to step back into competition shows that she's remotivated. She's probably discovered something about herself that she wants to test in the cage, which means that there's most likely new skills in the arsenal as well.
It's always worth stating that time away from competition doesn't necessarily mean time away from training either, so could be a new version of Montana De La Rosa. Showed the front kick there, Postarnakova just out of range.
De La Rosa looks like she's in great shape, like she's been consistently training. You can see how confident she is with her hands as well when she's stepping in with those crisp punches. It's kind of throwing Postarnakova off a little bit. I don't think she was expecting her to be so confident with her boxing stepping into range. That's a nice lead hook that she's using.
Got her head off the center line to throw it as well. Very aware of the laser precision on these Postarnakova straights.
Oh, big step with that lead high kick. She's got to watch for the counter punching from Postarnakova. Good calf kick landed, returned by Postarnakova.
2 minutes gone here in round number 1, second bout of the evening at UBS Arena.
De La Rosa looking really relaxed here as well. Really comfortable, flowing with her striking.
ShopTakedownShop.com, official apparel sponsor of the PFL. Scan the QR code on your screen right now.
She's tried a few times, Sean, with that front kick to the face. She's been only inches away from her opponent.
It's kind of what we were mentioning, Dan, with the new skills, the new tools added to the toolbox over a protracted period away from the sport. Postarnakova unusually hesitant here in round 1.
Yeah, she's really struggling to get going. Potentially the feinting by De La Rosa is keeping her on the back foot. Very active with her feinting game, with her movement, and she's dipping again off the center line with that lead hand.
Really disciplined performance so far for Montana De La Rosa. Good head movement as soon as she's offensive, and really, here's an entry on a takedown attempt for Postarnakova.
Good initial defense, but the drive from Postarnakova is impressive. De La Rosa able to bring herself back upright, but she's dealing with double underhooks here. Oh, nice work.
Cross there for Montana De La Rosa, but Postarnakova is able to maintain the body lock and roll through to top position.
You see De La Rosa trying to isolate one of her arms here. Postarnakova is going to drive her into the fence and make that space very small, very claustrophobic. De La Rosa potentially going to use that right leg to stand it underneath her, get a knee to the canvas so she can build up. There she goes. She's got to be cautious of her back here.
Carrying all the weight of Tatiana Postarnakova now as the Russian jumps to a backpack position. Hook's not all the way in.
Good effort there by De La Rosa, but she's still dealing with the problem of hooks from her opponent. She really needs to try and pitch her forward. Postarnakova is really high on the shoulders. You can see her trying to kick that left hook free. Great control by Postarnakova, who might be attacking the neck here.
She had a squeeze, but mostly on the face. Again, too high means that your arms are tougher to get into position as well.
De La Rosa with good sub-defense here. Aware of what's going on, aware of what her opponent's trying to do, and only 10 seconds to do it as well.
The remainder of round one ticks away with Tatiana Postarnakova on the back. Flyweight contest between Montana De La Rosa in the green and Tatiana Postarnakova in the red. A lot of success on the feet in round one for De La Rosa.
That was a nice short right hand, sorry Sean, just cracked her at the side of the head. That's why they've ended up in this clinch position. Interesting that De La Rosa's the one that's decided to clinch here, given the fact that she was the one on the receiving end of the sub attempts last round.
It's a body lock double unders for Montana De La Rosa this time. In round one, it was Tatiana Postarnakova that was able to get this position. And the counter wrestling from Postarnakova, she tried to go for the same move that De La Rosa did in round one.
Yeah, now Postarnakova's using that wizard to try and keep herself in this clinch position. De La Rosa's got her hands together. You can see that solid wrist control grip that she's got. She's going to try and trip her opponent now with her lower body. You can see that knee is shelved on the thigh. She needs to try and get around that somehow. She's got to be cautious she doesn't drop her head too low. There are all kinds of chokes that can be applied from this position, or at least threatened. That's a good forearm pry.
Good frame built with the left arm of Tatiana Postarnakova, but the readjustment from De La Rosa gets her head into the right position, at least for control against the cage.
I'm kind of surprised that we're seeing De La Rosa chase this takedown so hard. I thought she was having good success on the feet, but this is there's a lot of energy being drained here on both sides. She's got to be cautious of her head. You can see Postarnakova's trying to break her posture. Now there are judo throws here. There's sambo techniques that could be utilized.
Montana De La Rosa did not recognize an opportunity there to step around and take the back of Tatiana Postarnakova. And now she's got her head out of position. And Postarnakova will at least make her think about defending the neck.
Yeah, this is getting deeper. She's got to respect this guillotine attempt here. Postarnakova is going to start to bear down on the back of her head. Jump guard. That shows your confidence, Sean. That's going to be serious. We've got half a round to go.
Good extension there. It looks like De La Rosa thought about a tap. Postures instead, posting on that knee.
Look how tight that guard is. That's a tight, close guard. Depends on whether the forearm's got a bite on the neck or not.
Right now, Montana De La Rosa is trying to punch in this position. That would suggest the fighter of her experience level does not feel a real threat from the choke. Now she reaches down to address the grip.
Yeah, there doesn't like there's a lot of space there though, Sean. She's doing the right thing by stacking her opponent, keeping her weight driving into the floor through her spine.
Postarnakova has let go with the right hand. De La Rosa tries to make her pay for the choke attempt with a big elbow.
You can see that triangle set up by Postarnakova. Look at that work, very clever. De La Rosa, she circled herself out of it. She's got her head tangled up, but it doesn't look like it's a danger. And now Postarnakova's got to deal with ground and pound. She's sitting up into a potential guillotine attack.
De La Rosa lacing her right arm to try to get the grip.
Dangerous.
And that is a tight squeeze.
That looks dangerous. She's got one leg underneath as well. It depends on whether she's, again, whether the forearm has got a bite underneath the neck or not. This is an arm-in guillotine. So really, De La Rosa wants to be out on her side a little bit. So very, interesting.
Postarnakova sitting down to one hip.
Sean, look at that leg on the far side. It's almost Scottish twister position.
She's got the double bite with the left leg, does Montana De La Rosa. Let go of it, and here is that Scottish twister posture with the legs, temporarily at least. And look, Postarnakova now onto her side while defending this guillotine.
I think De La Rosa is going to take top position here. I don't know if she's got the angle to really threaten the neck. You can see the chin of Postarnakova is not inside the forearm. You can see that she's got space there to breathe. Look at that.
Final seconds of round number 2. De La Rosa not taking the opportunity to heist over into top position.
Great.
Round 3 when we return. Round 1 had some problems in that regard as well because of the dominant striking from De La Rosa in the first frame, and then of course Postarnakova with the takedown and finishing on top there. I don't think either corner can be very confident that they're ahead on the scorecard should it get there.
No, I agree, Sean. I think if I'm in De La Rosa's corner, I'm asking her to stay on the feet. She actually looks a lot more tired than she did in the first round, probably because of all that grappling in the second. I think she's probably having a better time on the feet here. You can see her shake her arms out. There might be some fatigue there. And Postarnakova's still looking sharp.
Searching hook for De La Rosa. Now some better accuracy from Tatiana Postarnakova. Didn't see really any striking in round 2, but in round 1 she was having a hard time getting off the mark. Seems to have settled in here about 11 minutes into this fight.
Yeah, Postarnakova showed some really good footwork there. You can see how she's stepping away, drifting back, looking to plant her base foot and counter punch. Oh!
The head kick slaps off the face. It was all foot rather than shin.
Nice head and arm.
Head and arm. As Montana De La Rosa came pressing forward, Tatiana Postarnakova used that momentum to take it. But how about this scramble from the American De La Rosa?
She's got to scramble to top position. Postarnakova is going to win this exchange. The priority to get to top position here is quite clear on the Russian side. She wants to be in top position. She wants to control and work ground and pound.
And right now the bottom leg of Montana De La Rosa is preventing her from getting her hips over onto the top.
She's got to attack that half guard sweep right there that she's got. She's got the underhook, you can see, with her left arm.
And it's a very high one. She should be able to get the weight of Tatiana Postarnakova off of her.
Yeah. This is a much better position for Postarnakova. You can see a little bit of the give now in the posture of De La Rosa. She's got butterfly hooks, but she needs energy to utilize it. Postarnakova's got it half a round. She can settle here. This is going to look really good on the scorecards. Good work for De La Rosa to get herself moving. She can't stay here, though. There's a big elbows.
Found herself stuck in the middle of that sweep attempt and ate some elbows for her troubles. Better positioning here for Tatiana Postarnakova.
Good work by Postarnakova, pressuring with her hips. That's great guard recovery, though, by De La Rosa, but she's got to do something with it. 2 minutes left. Another good shot.
Give me some elbows. Make her open up. Let's go. Give me some elbows.
You can hear the corner team of De La Rosa. They're asking. They're asking for activity.
You gotta get up. Let's go. Extend. Pick a side. Give me a whizzer. We're on the cage stand. Let's go. Come on. You urgency.
Get a little bit frustrated. The corner. De La Rosa needs to build up.
Push, push, push. Kick. You got 120. Ted, I need urgency. We got to get back up. She's just going to stay here and stall, dude. She's going to stay here. Let's go. You got to keep pressing. You got to keep pushing and pulling. Got your triangle.
Got some blood here, Sean.
Ted, you got to get to an elbow.
De La Rosa thought about a triangle attack there briefly. Postarnakova wise to it, pushes through. Looks like Postarnakova was maybe calling over to her own corner for some advice there.
I think she wants a finish. I think she's going to attack this neck here. I mean, potential Peruvian necktie. There's a Darce choke here that she could attack. Oh, that was right on the borderline, that knee. Postarnakova's trying to stay behind her, but De La Rosa's doing a good job of cutting the waist. She turns to face, 30 seconds to go. What can she do with it? She's going to try for a takedown. Still got her head and upper body tangled up though.
Postarnakova debating on a throw attempt here, stepping to the middle. Potentially not enough time left for it. Little flurry at the end as they exchange knees. The blood of Montana De La Rosa smearing across Tatiana Postarnakova. And there's your final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds, we turn to the judges' scorecards, where Judge Exisa scored the fight 29-28, Postarnakova. Judge Porter scored the fight 29-28, De La Rosa. And Judge Mahmoud scored the fight 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision, Tatiana Postarnakova.
Still undefeated, Tatiana Postarnakova by split decision here on Long Island.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.